Hey everyone, my name is Corey, and today we are going to be talking about the Dire Lord class in Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. And yeah, I'll put a link to this page in the description, and let's just jump right in here. So we got the available races for this class, which are the Darkmere, Humans, Ogres, and Scar. Yeah, this is an ogre. They look pretty mean. Pretty awesome. Alright, Dire Lord. Legends speak of Dire Lords capable of mastering the crippling power of fear, with some able to manipulate the essence of living things, even their very blood. That is sick. Manipulate the essence, even their blood. That's cool. The Dire Lord is considered a myth by most. In the oral tradition of Terminus's history, there are legends that speak of Dire Lords capable of mastering the crippling power of fear, with some able to manipulate the very essence of their enemies. The Dire Lord is a proficient combatant that is known for their swift and brutal melee attacks and their relentless self-healing. I like the sound of that. That's really good. But while battling their enemy in a corporeal sense, Dire Lords are also waging war in the imagination of their foe. By infiltrating the essence of a being, the Dire Lord can ravage their enemy with horrifying phantoms, alter the properties of their essence, and even steal their essence completely. Whoa. By mastering essence manipulation, the Dire Lord is able to wield their own blood in battle, using it to replenish themselves or to assail their enemies from the inside out. That just sounds nasty in the good way. Like, that's awesome. Okay, group role tanks. Okay, so the Dire Lords are tanks. Oh man, and they can like use blood and essence and like horrify things. Combat resource essence. Available armor, cloth, light and heavy leather, light and heavy chain. Oh, they can't wear plate. So, but they can wear light and heavy chain. So, I mean, okay, interesting that they can't wear plate. Available weapons: sword, a great sword, edged. Is that like katanas and stuff, maybe? I mean, katana's a sword. But maybe. Okay. Great blade, axe, great axe. All right, let's look at some of their featured abilities. All right, and I'm pretty sure. Well, all of this could change. They are in pre-alpha and working on the game. But let's look at some of their featured abilities. Provoking phantoms. Afflict an enemy's mind with relentless apparitions. The longer you focus your attacks on this target, the deeper their hate towards you will become. So it's kind of like a taunt almost, but afflict. It doesn't seem to immediately taunt them. It just seems like as you go into battle, you can apply this provoking phantoms, and as you attack it, it generates hate really fast. Harm Shield. Infuse your blood with caustic properties, dealing damage to all enemies that strike you in combat. That's like a Thorns. Oh, if they have Thorns, hopefully. So in most MMOs, there are things that are Thorns like, and that just basically means if they hit you, then they take damage. And this is very much like a Thorn's ability, dealing damage to all enemies that strike you in combat. Hopefully that is noticeable. I feel like Thorns in most games isn't very useful, I guess, because it never does enough damage, basically, I guess. I don't know. It really has problems. But it's like such a cool idea, but it always seems to fall short. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So hopefully they can Work around that. Essence Thief. Manifest at the location of a nearby enemy, generating essence. Okay, so this helps you generate your resource, your combat resource. Manifest at the location of a nearby enemy. It sounds like you're gonna like put like a little... Oh wait, manifest at the location. This almost sounds like a teleport. Maybe that's what it means. Manifest at the location of a nearby enemy, so you just appear there. Maybe that's what it is. All right, Leaden Blood. Leaden? I think it's Leaden. Leaden Blood. Corrupt the blood of an enemy, slowing their movement speed over time until they are rooted to the ground. Yeah, that's cool. It's like a spell. You throw on Leaden Blood, it slows them, and then they just get slower and slower and slower until they're just stuck. Okay. Deafening Whisper. Interrupt an enemy's spellcasting and silence them for a short time. Very useful. Interrupts and silence in one ability. That's pretty strong. Blood State. Essence Leech. Alter your blood state, increasing your physical critical chance by 10%. While in this state, your critical hits will heal you for 10% of the damage dealt. So you can go into this Essence Leech, gain more chance to crit, and then those crits will heal you for 10% of the damage. Nice. Thresh. Viciously strike an enemy, dealing physical damage and causing them to bleed for a short time. Okay, so a nice damage dot. Dark Revenge. After being critically hit, your next Thresh will heal you for a percentage of the direct damage it deals. I really like this because this starts getting into some interplay with your other abilities. So you're like, okay, after I'm crit hit, I will do Thresh so that I heal for some of the damage that this deals. Nice. I wonder if that heal... Oh, it specifies the direct damage it deals. Okay, it doesn't heal off of any of the little bleed. Dire Mark. Mark a member of your group or raid. While Dire Mark lasts, a percentage of the damage the marked ally receives will be redirected to you. Nice. You can use this to save people. You can be like, oh, my healer got aggro. I'm going to throw this on the healer so that I take some of the damage. Nice. Very tanky. I mean, they are a tank, so that's awesome to see. Baleful Severing. Severs an enemy's will, putting them in a helpless state. While helpless, attacks against this enemy will not miss and cannot be dodged, parried, blocked, counterattacked, or resisted. While helpless. Wow. I wonder if this is even going to work against bosses. That would be interesting. That seems really strong. Canopy of Blood. Sacrifice 25% of your total health to create a shield that absorbs a percentage of your total health in spell damage, while also making you immune to all magical effects. Okay. Yeah. Absorb shield. Absorb a percentage of your total health in spell damage. So does this Canopy of Blood only make a shield that absorbs spell damage? Or does it just create a shield health? Like, so physical attacks would just still beat on your health and not take the shield down? That's what it sounds like to me. I might be wrong, but it seems like this is a spell damage absorb shield. Nightmare Blood. Alter your blood state, applying 10% of all damage you deal as bonus hate. Okay, so you probably start off with this one to get initial aggro in the fight, then you change your blood state over to Essence Leech when you're needing some extra healing. Splatter. Spread a detrimental effect on an enemy to 4 additional enemies within a short distance. Okay. Spread a detrimental effect on an enemy. Will this spread other classes' detrimental effects, or only ones that you have such as thresh like your bleed. Like this would basically, you would thresh, get this bleed for a short time dot, damage over time on them, and then splatter that around to spread that bleed to 4 additional enemies around you. It'll be interesting to see if this has any can play with any of the other classes. But yeah, that is the Dire Lord. They seem like really cool tanks. And they've got a nice amount of abilities. And this is not a complete ability list, but they've got a nice basic selection of stuff here for you to do. Very cool. All right, and that is it for the Dire Lord. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.